they're usually the ones on the giving end. And so it was a good day for all of us to be together, for them to be with their neighbors.
Tonight, with wildfire relief efforts happening all across the state, one resource center in Stillwater aiming to help those who lost everything in the fires.
Fox 25's Tom Ferguson joins us live now from the Stillwater Armory. Tom, what has it been like there throughout the day?
Adam and Wendy, from 4 to 6 p.m. today, this place was filled with volunteers and impacted residents. Just take a look. They left all these water bottles outside the location as well. We're told that this was a prime example of Stillwater Strong and neighbors helping neighbors in the wake of devastation. The Stillwater Armory turned into a makeshift supermarket of sorts on Wednesday afternoon as residents reeling from losing their homes to recent fires were able to pick up items like pet food, water bottles, snacks, and more.
The giving from our community has been extraordinary, which we expected. We have such a strong community here. That's why we do the Stillwater Strong.
According to Stillwater City Manager Brady Moore, all this you're seeing here was donated by members of the community. He added this will be an ongoing effort and that organizers will keep listening and see what needs arise and respond accordingly. We're told the United Way has raised about $100,000 to help impacted families.
See how we can start to help them in the healing and the build back process. It's a long journey ahead of us, but our folks are so good. We're excited to help these families.
Moore said organizers held this event on Sunday too. He recalled tears and hugs in the aftermath of the fires that swept through Stillwater and Payne County on Friday.
They lost everything. This fire was not kind. It blew through town so quick in that part of town and just completely destroyed. We had total losses on over 80 houses.
This effort is being run by the Stillwater Vice Mayor, the group Our Daily Bread, and Becky Taylor from OSU. Even after residents were able to return home on Saturday morning following evacuations, officials continue to monitor conditions as the risk of fire remains. The city is updating the list of needed items on its website. They're not turning anyone away from this resource center. And the next resource center will be held here at the Armory from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday. Live in Stillwater, Tom Ferguson, Fox 25 News.
Tom, thank you. Another resource center is set up in Langston to help those impacted by the Logan County fires. 3 truck shipments of supplies through World Vision arrived at the Langston Farmers Market earlier today. With the help of volunteers, Ebenezer Baptist Church handed out supplies to roughly 200 people. This included everything from hygiene products to clothes and blankets. Lead pastor Derek Scobie says this is one of the only options for people in that area to get help, and he says it's frustrating.
We thought that by this time there would be other relief humanitarian organizations that would have come down. I just sent a challenge to our state leaders to say, hey, someone needs to reach out to the federal government and ask them to come in, and we need some state assistance as well.
According to Pastor Scobie, tomorrow 2 additional trucks will be arriving. Volunteers will continue handing out supplies Friday and Saturday.
Logan County not in the clear yet. The 33 road fire still burning near Meridian. And just before 6 this morning, the National Weather Service issued a fire warning for the area, noting the wildfire moving northeast. Now, according to Logan County Emergency Management, the 33 road fire, only 25% contained, has burned more than 30,000 acres. Their crews, along with FEMA and the Small Business Administration, have been surveying wildfire damage. On the past 2 days, they say they've identified 113 destroyed homes. So far, no deaths reported in connection with the fires in Logan County. But we're told they will continue to issue wireless alerts as quickly as possible to help ensure people will have plenty of time to evacuate until those fires are contained. Now, a multi-agency resource center will be set up this Sunday at the Logan County Fairgrounds. Participating organizations will be on hand helping victims of the fire sign up for assistance. The county's head department will also be giving free tetanus shots to anyone who needs one. The event runs from noon to 7, but you do need to pre-register. You can do that by scanning the QR code there on your screen or calling 1-800-733-2767. A 74-year-old woman in Guthrie says Friday's wildfire destroyed the place she's called home for 34 years.
Tonight we're learning this isn't the first tragedy her family has dealt with. Fox 25's David Chazanoff spoke with her this afternoon. So David, tell us, what has she experienced?
Adam Wendy, Carmen Tarrant has dealt with so much hardship. Her husband has cancer, and she actually lost her grandson to a different fire in 2018. Now her neighborhood is blocked off.
So all of this really just brings it back.
Carmen Tarrant says last Friday she had 5 minutes to evacuate with her granddaughter and great-grandkids.
Horrified. I've never been in a fire in my life, so it was horrible. I hope never again.
Carmen Tarrant lived here for more than 30 years. What remains of her home is this TV mount, and the rest has been bulldozed.
This is my home. I love to stay out here. I love living in the country.
Tarrant's family made it out safely, but her vehicles were destroyed.
I lost a lot. Lost my husband's mom's car, his brother's truck, all these vehicles. We only got one out.
Tarrant and her husband moved to her daughter's home for the time being.
A lot of people's been helping though.
Melissa Collins says 8 people are now staying at her 1-bedroom home.
I will not let them go like anywhere else. They're my mom and dad.
Collins lost her 14-year-old son, Saul Martinez Bernal III, in 2018 to a different fire. She knows firsthand how bad it can get.
A life cannot ever be replaced, so I'm just so glad they got out.
Tarrant says she plans to put another trailer in this neighborhood and stay on her property eventually. Reporting live in Guthrie, David Chasanoff, Fox 25 News.
David, thank you. And we also spoke with a Stillwater family who's navigating the recovery process after losing their home. The family of 4 was able to safely evacuate as the fire approached. And as Fox 25's Paige Taylor explains, they were able to grab one of their most prized possessions right before they left.
This is the video Scott McKinley posted to his Facebook page of him playing Amazing Grace shortly after a fire destroyed his home.
Music is very, very important to our family. You know, we're a member of the Waxy Dargles Celtic band, so we're always playing music in our house. I think in that moment it was just, you know, this is the only thing I've got. You know what? Let's play a tune. I mean, that literally all it was. I think we needed some therapy in that moment for us.
Scott says he tried to help fight the fire before having no choice but to evacuate. Now his home that he and his family lived in for 10 years, gone.
I was not able to get any clothes out. You know, I had that moment the other night where I realized that the only clothes that I had on me were the only clothes that I owned at that time. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't have, because we thought it was over, we weren't able to get out nearly what we wish we could have.
But he has plans to rebuild and bring his bagpipes back home to Hidden Oaks Drive.
Once everything is rebuilt, we're going to have a block party the likes of which Stillwater's never seen before. That's what we're going to do.
That's awesome, with bagpipes.
Yeah,
sure.
oh yes, there's going to be a lot of pipes and hopefully a little more happier tunes on that occasion.
Paige Taylor, Fox 25 News.
Staff with the Oklahoma County Assessor's Office will be inspecting properties damaged by fires tomorrow morning. They'll be starting near the intersection of Northwest 117th and Penn around 10. The field appraisers will do visual inspections of the properties and continue their evaluations until every damaged property is assessed. According to the office, these inspections can lead to a value reduction and reduce property taxes. Central Oklahoma, not the only place recovering from wildfires. A resource center opened up in Manford today for families impacted by the fires there. It's being hosted by the Oklahoma Department of Emergency Management in partnership with the Red Cross, Muskogee Nation Social Services, and the Finance Agency. They're helping people navigate their SNAP benefits, insurance claims, and setting up debris cleanup.
We really wanted to set up a place as quickly as we could where the survivors of these events could come and access critical state services, local services that they might need. So today we have all the various state agencies that can provide things like insurance advice, replacement of certain benefits, driver's licenses, vital records, just things that we know people need in order to begin that recovery process.
The Resource Center will be open again tomorrow morning.
Fires are still a concern in parts of our state. Crews have been battling several fires in Pawnee County that sparked overnight. Fire crews say one started in a pasture with hay bales and then ended up jumping roads and moving closer to homes. This forced residents in Westport and Oak Grove to evacuate. We are told one structure was lost. Thankfully, no one died. The evacuation orders have since been lifted. Roads are closed in a Bixby neighborhood after strong winds tore down 8 power lines. The city says those lines sparked a brush fire, which crews contained within part of the former White Hawk golf course. They say the fire spread approximately 30 acres, but no structures were damaged. This property right next to a neighborhood where one resident says when she and her family found out about the fire, they weren't taking any chances and they left their home.
What has happened in the community, you know, surrounding Tulsa, Manford and all that, and we just didn't want to take any chances. So yeah, it's hard to predict where a fire goes with these winds, these strong winds, and so we just want to get out of the way and in a safe area.
The fire was fully contained by 2 this afternoon. OG&E now working to replace those damaged poles. And that was your big story breakdown tonight. You can learn more about the ongoing fires and those resource centers being set up across the state on OKCFox.com.
Plus, Fox 25 teaming up with the Red Cross to help those impacted by the Oklahoma wildfires. If you'd like to donate, scan the QR code on your screen. All of the money raised stays right here in Oklahoma.